Hello everyone, it's Lauren here with Mocha. We are here for another deep dive video. I chose to do this song as a deep dive video because this is one that I used to be just obsessed with. I think it's one of those songs that more people should know about. In a way, maybe this song, or maybe this video can spread the word. I'm looking forward to getting into it, breaking it down. I do have a few versions of the song, but I don't have isolated tracks. Our friend Chris is back. I don't know if he has isolated tracks. I haven't watched his video yet. This song in particular is just really special to me because I came across it at a really hard time in my life, and it just spoke to me. I'm going to listen to the song first off, and then we'll start the dive. Well, it'll get deep in here. Also, just want to mention, you cannot listen to this song without listening to Ocean Floor, which is the track right before this one on the album. They have to be listened to together. It's like not an option. It is required. So that's what I'm going to do first thing. I'm sure you've been seeing it over here. So let me go listen to the song and I will be back. All right, I am back. I'm really looking forward to this. I was sort of on the fence with doing this song, but hearing it again just now, I'm reminded how freaking good it is, and I'm really looking forward to picking it apart. Let's dive in. Let's deep dive in to the brilliance of this song. We're gonna start with Ocean Floor, actually. This is like a 2-for-1 special, just because I just see them as the same song. I love the breath though, it's very cool.
When did we build this broken home? Holding each other like ransom notes, dropping our hearts to grip our brothers' throats.
We're gonna get punched several times throughout this video. So this is the first time we've been punched. It had really cool like whooshing sounds. It has sort of this, I mean, it is called Ocean Floor. So it's sort of, you know, emulating the waves. If you've seen the music video, there's a whole ocean theme. He's in the ocean. It's sort of, that's cool how they did that effect to make it sound like the ocean waves. And then we get punched. So this is punch number 1 when that bass comes in right there. Let's hear that again. That's a punch. I'm going to sound very hypocritical when it comes to Ocean Floor because I am not a huge fan of the vocal effect that they have on this. I was just thinking as I was listening to it, how cool it would have been to be like a 4 or 5 part harmony, just clean. It's probably my least favorite part of the whole song, the 2 songs together, what I'm just going to call one song. But do I ever skip the intro? Never. Never. There's a lot of layers in here. They're very electronic layers. There's some like beeping. We have a few layers of vocal, I think. I mean, overall, it is a cool sound. I just wish it was a clean vocal, that's all. Johnny Hawkins' voice, it's like a powerhouse. When you sound like this guy, you do not need a vocal effect of any kind, no matter how cool you think it sounds. Because your voice is the vocal effect. Like, you have a natural vocal effect. I can't tell you what vocal techniques are going on. I can't tell you what key it's in, what the guitars are doing, the production. I don't know any of that. I am just a listener. I'm a casual listener. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. That is the angle that where I'm coming from. So if you're expecting like a deep analysis, like you're in the wrong, this is the wrong area of the internet for you. I just don't have the knowledge. I'm just a listener. I'm just a fan. That's all. Let's look at the lyrics for Ocean Floor. So a lot of these will be repeated in the second part. When did we become these sinking stones? When did we build this broken home? Holding each other like ransom notes. Dropping our hearts to grip our brother's throat. I'm on the bottom of the ocean floor, eye for eye, drowning just to keep the score. Blaming the world outside ourselves, surrounded by mirrors in a sinking shell. This is some good stuff here. I'm just going to tell you right now. The lyrics of this song are like just painfully beautiful. The song, it's this whole idea of that you are the thing that's holding you back. Brilliant. Dropping our hearts to grip our brother's throat is sticking out to me. It's like we've lost our humanity a little bit. Here we are at the bottom of the floor, the ocean floor. How did this happen? When did we sink this far? What happened to our compassion? What happened to our feelings of empathy and toward our fellow man? Blaming the world outside ourselves, so not taking accountability for what we're doing. Surrounded by mirrors. So it's pointing it at us even though we are blaming the outside world. It's like you have a powerhouse vocal. You have some really, really outstanding instrumentation. Like just really powerful stuff. And then you put these deep, meaningful lyrics on top of it. It's just like a combination for awesomeness. 2014. I should have done this on the 10-year anniversary. Oh well. I forgot to tell you to get a beverage and a snack and make yourself comfortable. I guess you can do that now. What that did at the end, and we're going to listen to that again, there's like a shift that happens where all of that bass stuff drops out. And then it's like Johnny has left the booth. He's out in the hallway in the studio and he's singing from there. It's like it's just very faint. It's such a cool, like that kind of effect. I can handle that. So like everything will drop out. Okay, 25 minutes. This video is going to be longer than I thought because I'm already at 25 minutes and we're on the intro. So we've had one punch so far. We're about to be punched again. So get some ice for your face. Or maybe peas. I think people swear by the bag of peas. It started playing and I got punched prematurely. Hope you're doing well today. Just like to mention that. So yeah, this video is all over the place. I don't feel like I'm ready for this at all. I didn't know this was in here. So this is me later in the video, splicing it in earlier in the video. Enjoy.
I'm on the bottom of the ocean floor. Eye for eye, drowning just to keep the score. Blaming the world outside ourselves, surrounded by mirrors in a sinking shell.
Dude. What comes out of him is just unbelievable. So we're going to move on, but that was Ocean Floor, setting us up for the main event. So to get into the seamlessness, and then we're going to do like one verse at a time. Here we go again. Time to get punched. getting it in the feels already. I don't know what it is about this song. It's not like emotional. A song like Anesthesia or Stuff, which are my previous deep dives, I mean, it makes sense that it would sort of choke you up a little bit, just the subject matter. But this song is like, why? I'm actually going to split this verse into two parts because there's definitely a shift that happens during the verse. The first part of the verse, part 1, verse 1. This is the same that we had in the intro. I'm going to call Ocean Floor the intro, just to say again, because they're so good. When did we become these sinking stones? When did we build this broken home? Holding each other like ransom notes, dropping our hearts to grip our brother's throat, losing our humanity to fight each other. When did this happen? Why did this happen? It is really cool to hear it sung differently because the first time we hear it in the intro, it's just very subdued. It's very moody. It's very like deep. This time when he sings it, there's like a little bit of a growl type of singing. It's much more powerful. So even though he's saying the exact same thing, it just sort of hits you in a different way. Mocha's back.
When did we become these sinking stones? When did we build this broken home? Holding each other like ransom notes. Dropping our hearts to grip our brother's throats.
I think I might have to take a break and feed her. Mocha, everyone. She's looking at her sticker. What are you doing? This is Mocha. She is stealing the show as usual. All right, I'm going to go feed her and I will be right back. All right, the queen has been fed. Let's continue with our deep dive. One line I didn't mention is the holding each other like ransom notes line. Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. This whole video will be my opinion. But this line to me is sort of like maybe using someone in order to get what you want, using them for your own gain. Because it still goes into this whole theme of what has happened to us. We've lost our way. We dropped our hearts so that our hands are free to hurt each other. Oh, this is good stuff. It really is. All right, let's go ahead and do the next part. God, this song is so good. Oh. I'm really excited to get into this. There is a distinct switch that happens musically, which is why I'm calling this part 2. Verse 1, part 2. Let's take a look at lyrics here. You can't see because you don't know. You're caught beneath your own shadow. Stuck inside, half alive. Do you ever stop to ask yourself why? Close your mind, identify. Do you feel? Do you feel? Do you call this a life? All you waited for, drowning just to keep score. So that idea is coming back from the beginning, the intro. You're so caught up in your own self-interest that you're like not realizing what you're doing. Stuck inside, half alive. So stuck inside your own self-interest. Do you call this a life? All you waited for, so you've put in all this work to get to where you are, and now you've just thrown it all away. You can't see because you don't know. I think it's like you're acting a certain way and you're not even aware of it. But my favorite line here is just, do you call this a life? Not to get back to me, to make it personal, but this is my own deep dive. I think that line in particular really spoke to me at the time. It was like he was talking to me. Johnny was talking to me through the radio, which is where I first heard the song, on the radio. That's just such a good line. Oh, all right, let's get into the music part of this. I mean, obviously, vocally, the guy has pipes. I'm going to call him the guy. His name is Johnny, but Johnny has some pipes. The vocal range of Johnny Hawkins cannot be understated. it is like, it's just, I don't know. He has a really awesome voice, and I don't think people know about it. I need to spread the word. I don't think I found a vocals only, but I do have a few other versions of the song that we're going to check out. I wish I had the technology to do that, because that would be so cool to hear these isolated vocals. Like, I would pay for them. I don't really know. I'm getting overwhelmed. Just on acoustic songs in general, I feel like when you want to rock out, you listen to the album version. When you want to really feel the lyrics, you listen to the acoustic version. And that just sort of holds true for me for almost every acoustic song I've ever heard. But both of these are so powerful in their own way. All right, I'm going to turn on Chris's video and see if he's going to break these tracks down for me.
Hey, Chris Lipe here with Johnny Hawkins, Nothing More, This Is the Time. I've wanted to talk about Johnny for quite a while on the channel.
He gets it.
This is the time. Sorry. We got to talk about this right off the bat. He's got a naturally higher voice, but he's getting really here.
I haven't really talked about like what the instruments are doing. That's what I need to get into. I was focusing on vocal there. I have a drum cam. This is the actual drummer. Let me get some names here. So Johnny is the singer. We have Mark and Daniel, and then Ben is the drummer. This is from 2018. There's a drum cam of this. So we're going to, I'll splice some of this in here as we go along. I wish I could play drums. It just looks like so much fun. Let me put the album version back on, and we'll try to pick out, like, we're going to try to ignore Johnny. I really wish I had an instrumental or something of this. We're going to try to pick out some of the music stuff going on. There's like a really grungy... One thing I didn't mention, whenever in the lyrics, walking blind is a recurring lyric that you'll hear throughout the song. Sticking with this whole theme of just like being in your own world and not being aware of how you're acting or how you're treating other people. Walking blind. Hopefully it's been made very clear to you up to this point, but just how much I love this song. I don't have the words for it. I don't know what it is. I will be trying to figure it out throughout this whole video, just why this song is so... I mean, it's a great song. I guess I don't really need a reason, so forget it. All right, are we ready to keep going? I think maybe it's time. Unfortunately, Chris does not have the tracks for us. That's okay. I would really love to hear them. We'll just have to make do without them. I think the video will be long enough without them. All right, moving on. We're going to get into the chorus now. It's been a long time coming.
All you waited for, trying just to keep score. We start with good intention, but lose ourselves along the way. This is the time that we go. These are words that'll take us home. Singing the song that's inside us all. If we don't open our eyes,
All right,
those little cracks. exposes a bit of vulnerability because you're not just rah, 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 over and over again. He does this so well.
This is probably my favorite, maybe second favorite. We always start with good intentions, but lose ourselves along the way. This is one of the best lyrics I've ever heard. We always start with good intentions, but lose ourselves along the way. And I also love what's happening musically when he sings this. It's like every time I hear it, I have to do this kind of motion because it's just like, it's that wave kind of thing again. You just like have to do it. Your body, you just sort of, your body naturally wants to do this. Maybe that's just me. It's just so good. And how true is that? I mean, that's just very relatable, I think, for a lot of people. But then, you know, getting back to the context of this song, you know, with this whole story of this person who's kind of lost themselves. So maybe they didn't start out this way, but somehow they have sunk and they've lost their humanity. I'm just going to be repeating myself a lot, I think. That was never their intention. It just sort of turned out that way. So let me just play that part again and we'll all do the wave. It's just like, it's not up to you. It's so good. The bass player, I'm pretty sure, he does that line when they do it live, which I'm going to look at right now because they overlap. This is the time that we let it go. These are the words that will take us home. Singing the song that's inside us all. If we don't open our eyes, we're walking blind. So there's the walking blind theme coming back again. So almost like this song is almost like a call to action. Like it's time to wake up and realize what you're doing, how you're treating people. Let this song be your wake-up call almost. Let what I'm saying trigger you to change what you're doing. And it's not just you, it's an us problem. When we start here, it's we. When did we become these sinking stones? So it's not calling out a person. You are included in this. I think it's like maybe people as a whole. It's sort of like commentary on humanity, really. First verse, he switches to you. You can't see because you don't know. But that's the collective you. Singing the song that's inside us all. If we don't open our eyes, we're walking blind. Like it's time to snap out of it and get on the right path. Because what we're doing is not how it should be. I love these lyrics. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to listen to the chorus again because it's so freaking good. Let's see if we can pick out maybe something. Listen to the guitar in there. Bass. I wish I had isolated tracks. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over because I would just love to hear these. The bass in there was very noteworthy. Nice. I got punched. I wasn't ready. Nice little vocal variation in the live one. Just a little one. Let's check out the drummer here. Yes. I'm gonna have to listen for that cymbal. Is that in the album track? That like little cymbal there? All right, let's do the acoustic one. Let's keep going. I'm going to break the verse into two parts like we did with verse 1. I'm trying to listen for different things because I usually just pay so much attention to Johnny. The guitar is so cool in there. Oh my god. Bass. We're gonna keep going. Musically, it's, I want to say identical. I'm not saying note for note. You know, there could be a little bit of variation in there, but just from my untrained ear, the casual listener ear, it sounds identical as far as from verse 1 to verse 2. Let's take a look at lyrics for part 1 of verse 2. I'm just really overcomplicating this. Okay, this brings in the whole prison analogy. Anchored in anger, we exile ourselves. Bitter blood builds our prison cell. Darker water now fills our lungs. The depths of our heart have blacked the sun. It's getting deep now. Like literally, we are anchored. It's like now we're anchored. We were just sinking stones to the bottom of the ocean floor with maybe there was some hope that we could, you know, find our way to the surface again. But now we are anchored. Our anchor has anchored us to this, the bottom of the floor of the ocean floor, which is like representing this really deep, dark place. This path that we have found ourselves on accidentally almost and have just embraced. We're anchored there now. Bitter blood builds our prison cell. So not only are we anchored to the bottom and we're like firmly rooted in this path, in this deep, dark place on this path, we've like built walls around ourselves. So it's going to be even harder to get out of this. Bitter blood builds, that's some good alliteration. Bitter blood builds our prison cell. So our own bitterness is the reason why we're sort of trapped here. We exile ourselves. So this is like totally self-made. Perhaps accidental that we found ourselves here. But it's our fault that we're staying here. Darker water now fills our lungs, so it's even deeper and darker now than it was before. The depths of our heart have blacked the sun. So, you know, you're so far down there, it's literally dark. Or if you see the sun as being like the positivity, you know, sun, the bright positivity, there's so much darkness in our heart now that is sort of covering up the positivity. If you want to get really poetic. I just love these lyrics. They're so good. But this prison analogy is going to come back later, which is probably, I know I said this already, but I think that's probably my favorite line coming up later to go along with this prison analogy. Amazing isn't enough for this. It just really, let's hear the next part of verse 2. It is so difficult to get past the vocal in here because it's just so commanding and compelling, and it's just like I'm trying, I really am.
It's this sort of tonal and dynamic diversity that makes him one of my favorite singers right now. It's so interesting, all the different ways he approaches notes.
But the part that I keep doing the wave, the guitar work in there, I can honestly say I have never noticed in all the times that I've heard this, probably because that lyric I love so much and the vocal there I love so much. But in trying to, you know, dig through the layers here. The guitar in that section is so cool. And again, I wish I could hear it in isolation. The guitar in there, I want you to hear it. Let's just take a moment. Listen to the guitar. Oh, so good. It repeats the same lyrics again, so I'm not going to go through them again. And then we get back to the chorus again. This song definitely follows a formula, you know, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, dot, which makes it easier for me as far as getting through this video. Let's listen to verse 2, the acoustic, and see how it differs. This acoustic would, at some points, the vocal sounds almost identical to the album version, but in this second verse here, I like the variation he does. You could see the guitar. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a really cool guitar part in there that I never really paid attention to. Let's get back to our drummer here. All right, we're going to get back to the album version. I'm going to include verse 2, chorus, and then we'll move on to the bridge. I just think it's important to get into it and not be quite so choppy with it. It's almost every single time. That break in there, it just gets me. I don't know what it is, but it is just so... It just grips. It's gripping. Oh, all right. That was a big section we got to tackle now. We're getting the prison analogy back, like I hinted at earlier, that it would be coming back around. All right. Naked we come, naked we leave. Fools we are to hold tightly. We are free. We are free. We are the jail. We are the key. We are the jail. We are the key. is right up there, and I think slightly surpassing the we always start with good intentions line. It goes back to the anchored in anger, we exile ourselves, bitter blood builds our prison cell, meaning we are responsible for the state we found ourselves in. So we are the jail, and yet we are the key. We have the ability to get out of this place we're in. It's just a matter of doing it, you know, taking that first step, making a move, making a change, and not just drowning in this dark place that you found yourself in. You have the ability to get out of it. So even though you have created the situation, you have built this jail around yourself, you have anchored yourself to the dark place, you are also able to free yourself. We are free. It's just, if that is not a hopeful line, I don't know what is. That is just like, that just adds so much hope to this song, so that, you know, even though you're in this dark place, you can change it anytime you want. You just have to want it, you know? I love that line so much. Oh, musically in this section, it's very similar to Ocean Floor, which I'm calling the intro to this song. As far as the vocal effect, as far as just the whole mood of it, it's like that whole electronic vibe is coming in. It's a nice tie-in to the intro, the Ocean Floor intro. What happens after that, musically, I can't really talk about right now because it chokes me up every time, and I just feel like a weirdo. Like, what is it? I can't explain it. It just gets me. Hey there. Thanks for making it this far in the video. This is editing me, and in the process of hearing this song now 87,000 times during the editing process, I think I might actually know why this part feels so powerful to me. There's so much chaos happening musically. I mean, there's just a lot of notes. Not to be silly, but there's a lot of notes. There's a lot of sound. It's a lot of sound, a lot of layers, and then it all stops on a dime. And you have these really punchy breaks and the punchy drum notes. And so it's like, if you want to go back to this whole analogy of what the song is about and get really poetic here, it's like the chaos in your mind, you know, all these thoughts going on, and it's just a mess in there. And then there's a break, and it's like this bit of relief. And then it's like, for those punchy notes, it's like everyone is playing at the same time. So it's like all of your thoughts are now in tandem and not fighting with each other. And it's like a moment of peace or just clarity. This is probably getting really out there, but it's just my attempt to try to make sense of why this particular part of the song gets me almost every single time I hear it. Even now, while editing this, it is still getting me. All right, back to the video. Am I going to make it through this video? I don't know. There's just something about that drum part right there, the drum beat. I wish I could explain it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But going back to the lyrics, one thing I forgot to mention is how it repeats. And I think that makes it even more hopeful, where he says, we are the jail, we are the key, we are the jail, we are the key. Like really driving it home, you know, you can save yourself. You have it, you have the potential within yourself. Let's check out the live one for the bridge. Did we hear the bridge already? I think we did. I don't know. There it is. Look at the guitar. This might be like a little live, we're just standing here in this little space, but I'm just gonna belt it.
I absolutely love the harmony buildups. And like I said, the production is so tasteful, subtle,
I call
yet
it tasty.
not simple.
So there's no new lyrics to do. It's just going to repeat the chorus again. But Johnny does something vocally that is like otherworldly. He has been taken over by some kind of angelic being and just goes places that I didn't know a human could go. And in turn takes me places that I didn't know I could go. I have to do this drum thing again. I don't know if it's this build up like before the drum part, but there's something with those punchy drums right there, and then he comes back in. As you could see, it gets me. There were some different lyrics there at the chorus. This is the pain we are forced to know. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think what else was new lyrics in there. There is some vocal variation, not like after the otherworldly part where he just goes up to the heavens, like just gripping, absolutely gripping. Yeah, that was that's an amazing feat of vocal agility that he just did. If we just open our eyes, like all you have to do is open your eyes. So
this chorus
good.
is absolutely amazing. That little bit of grit up there. We've heard him thin up there, but then he's able to have enough control over his compression and his range to push up to that note and have it be just the perfect tone. He's also got a naturally high voice, which is really awesome. So that blend, that bridge between his chest and his mixed voice, it's so seamless that it gives you shivers when you hear it up there. Incredible.
The last chorus, some different lyrics. This is the time that we let it go. This is the pain we are forced to know. Versus, these are the words that will take us home. Singing the song that's inside us all. That one's the same. And then the last line, walking blind at the end. Yeah. So really the most obvious lyrical change is this is the pain we are forced to know. It's almost like we're left with more, instead of that hopeful feeling that we had earlier in the song, it's almost like he's taken that away and it's just like, this is the pain we're forced to know.
But he's like spitting out those, this is the pain and fuss. He's borderline head voice, a really, really thin mix. In perfect contrast to the last phrase, right? He can go really big high, or he can lighten up high. He can go really big
or
low,
go home.
or he can lighten up low.
All right, let's hear this chorus again. The last chorus.
So, if we just open our eyes, this is the time now we let it go. And this is the pain we are forced to know. Singing the song that's inside, side to soul, side to
That really grungy, is that the bass probably? I love that grungy sound in there. Oh, that's so good. I have the acoustic one. He doesn't say that one. I prefer the album version to the acoustic version, but it's still a work of art. Let's do the drum track. That cymbal's right here. Nice. I forgot the alarm sound. The alarm sound at the end, it's almost like it's all building up to this end, like where you're running out of time. Like if you're trying to get out of this situation, like now's the time. This is the time. This is the time. Sound the alarms. The time is now. Like to put a little urgency in, maybe giving you the push that you need to make a change. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's do the live version here. Bass cam. Get it, fellas. Just such a fantastic song on every level. Before I get into kind of my final thoughts, I'm going to listen to this again. You'll be seeing it over here. It's probably already started. And I will come back and just do a little wrap up. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. This was a really fun process. I really enjoyed going through the lyrics mostly, I think. I just really love this message that I'm going to repeat again. We are the jail, we are the key. It's one thing for me to just sit here and say, like, if you're in a tough situation, just realize that you have the power within yourself to get out of it, because it's not always that easy. But I think at the same time, it just offers so much hope. I love the sentiment behind it, that you have the power to change your life. You can get out of this dark place. You've had the key all along. It's like the Wizard of Oz, where she's had the power all along to go home. She didn't even need the shoes. Anyway, in closing, I would just like to just shout out this song again. Johnny Hawkins' vocal performance in this song is like one to study, and I think that's probably why Chris made his video about it. He just has, it's such a powerhouse vocal, and I think how he's able to drive this message, it's just fantastic. And I think the drumming, I didn't really get into the instruments too much, and I think that's because I don't have the isolated tracks. It's been a while since I've mentioned that. And again, I just would have loved to have heard those and to really hear what all the guys are doing, because that's what I really enjoy most, doing the deep dives, but it's okay. I tried my best to pick them out as I was listening to the same section again and again. So, if you have never heard the song before, I hope you're not sick of it at this point, because it's been played many times. But I would like to know what you think of it, if you see it as powerful as I do, because it's one of my favorite songs ever. And it's another one of those where I don't get tired of it, which is probably obvious from this video. Like, I can just play and replay these sections and the whole thing just over and over. It never gets old to me. It only gets better the more you hear it. And the fact that even though I've heard it so many times and I was able to hear, like, the guitar part, for instance, just made this whole video worth it. So I just want to thank you for watching. I hope this video will not get blocked. I know that this will not pass any kind of copyright anything, because I tried before with this band and they're just not about that life. So if you like this video and you want to support me, there are ways to do that, but that's not what this is about. I'm just throwing that in here. So just thank you so much for watching. Just huge shout out to Nothing More. What a fantastic song this is in every way. Thank you for making such a powerful piece of music. It really spoke to me at a really dark time in my life. Hope you've enjoyed listening over and over to this song with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you for the next one.